Whoa. Okay, so I'm Maneesh. I'm from Texas. That's me in the corner. I was born and raised son of immigrants in Texas, and I always dreamed about making a difference in people's lives. In Texas, we dream big, so I dream big about making a difference in people's lives. It's kind of the journey that I've been on. And in fact, the slide is gonna change, there. And in fact, I've been on a journey as a leader. And in fact, I've been on a leadership. And so I've been on a leadership, and I'm going to talk to you now about 3 pivots along my journey along my leadership journey. First, I went to Duke, and like all good Indian students, I thought I would be pre-med. And I tried to be pre-med, but I just couldn't get into it. I really wanted to fulfill my interest in building community, helping people. So I went to Yale afterwards for a master's in public health with a focus in maternal and children's health. I thought, okay, I'm going to be on my path, and I thought I was on my path. And then I got a job, moved to New York, got a job, and I started to feel the Sunday night blues. And I started to feel like, oh no, I don't think can be right. And so I did something that at the time felt very bold. Without anything lined up, without anything planning to do, without any plans to do, I quit. I decided I needed to take control of my own happiness, my own fulfillment, that I couldn't let somebody else drive my fulfillment. This was ultimately up to me. And so as I thought about what to do next, I found myself in New York City, unemployed. And I said, okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a list of everything that doesn't feel like work. And I thought about, I don't know anything about this industry around events, but I like bringing people together. So I'm gonna just try it out. And so I'm gonna say, up till now, my story could seem somewhat standard. Guy goes to school, has a job, doesn't like his job, wants to change his job. So it could be kind of standard. You might think that, well, okay, so what's the point? This guy enters. When I was working, I decided Diddy, that's him, Sean Combs, entered into the picture. I decided to just kind of throw my hat into the ring to do events. I was asked to be a PA, production assistant, on an event the week before 9/11, the week before the whole world changed, way down low on the totem pole. It was for Sean Combs' event for the Video Music Awards, the pre-VMA party at Tao in Midtown. This is from 2001. See, that's me at the party. And that night, I was like, wow, this was amazing. I was very low on the totem pole, but the event was a huge success. So you can imagine my surprise. 3 months later, Sean's office called me to do his New Year's Eve party in Miami at the Shore Club, broadcast live on MTV. I'm wearing a turtleneck because I didn't know that Miami was hot in December. I had never been to Miami. I was in over my head, but I will tell you, the last 5 days of 2001 were, to date, still the most intense days of my life, but the event was a huge success. Pivot number 2, I forgot pivot number 1, but pivot number 2 was, I thought leadership had to be earned or even learned, but I realized that leadership could be unbridled. And so I got back to New York City, and I had had a taste of that special sauce, of that life-fulfilled special sauce. And I said, how do I get more of that? How do I keep doing this? And it was a big shock because now I'm not working with P. Diddy. I'm in my walk-up apartment with my laptop and 3 roommates, but I put myself on this coaster. I decided I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna start a company. And I used to pick up the phone in one voice, put myself on hold, and answer it again in another voice. I used to do what all entrepreneurs did, but I kind of brick by brick, I didn't care about all the little things, about these fancy degrees, about all the student loan debt I had. I said, I'm gonna try to make this happen because I wanna live a fulfilled life. And brick by brick, it started to happen. That was 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. And now, MKG, I've got 80 employees. Our clients range from Audi to Google to Hermes to Estee Lauder, 3 offices, and it's happened. And I live a fulfilled life. And it's so amazing that now I kind of have to realize that actually the special space is not between the black and white of work and life, but it's that middle space in the middle. It's that gray. So I started to think a lot about my next pivot as a leader is now that I had a sphere of influence, how do I use that sphere of influence to help others? So I developed a program, a platform, all around professional fulfillment called Live in the Gray, which I launched last year, at the top of last year, and it's all about kind of that artistic notion that you can be happy at work. And so now we operate through content, through events, through partnerships with brands around the country, and we're really all about fulfilling this idea that you can be living in between work and life and that special space in the middle. And I will say that I talk a lot about the power of a gray journey and how you go on a gray journey. And I'm excited to hear your gray journeys tonight, because I think most of us now are living in the gray. But it all kind of starts with the idea that we all have to take a few risks, because the risk does make life remarkable. So, thanks.